Yo, so we back again with another video. I don't want to waste your time. I'm just doing some simple, clean line work with some smooth pepper shading. So let's hop right into it. As y'all can see, it's on the foot, very sensitive area, very thin skin here, very thin tissue here. But so when you here, you got to be very direct and deliberate in your approach and your technique and application. I'm gonna make sure I try to do my best to do single pass lines, as if I do not want to blow out any of the lines by going over there multiple times and having it become blurry and not a crisp, clean line. So I'm gonna do single line passes throughout this entire piece. Even if I see that a line may be light or faint, just to hit it once and keep going. To not make it a big deal, to do everything perfect. Because remember, we're not machines, we are people, and that tattooing is an art form just like any other, where is that within the imperfections makes the art so beautiful. As you see here, I just did 3 single line passes. I am doing my best to follow that line, follow that stencil as true as I can. And as you notice, when you're stretching the skin, to follow the stencil as true to the stencil as possible, it can be a bit difficult, especially when it comes to fine lines such as this paper plane that I'm tattooing on this young lady's foot. When you bend in the skin and you manipulate the tissue, lines that were bone straight, as you pull them, they get a little wavery, and you want to make sure that you follow those lines even when they're wavery, because when you let that tissue go, it will bounce back into that bone straight line. And you don't want to try to over manipulate a line into a way that it does not become straight once you pull it. And see that line there, a very dark solid line. I'm currently using a 7-round liner made by Bishop. It's a long taper, so that means that it comes to a finer point. Long taper simply means that, as if you are sharpening your pencil, you have sharpened your pencil to its finest tip, and that will become the point that you will use. So if you ever have any questions on whether long taper, short taper, medium taper, just think of it as a pencil. Like you have a number 2 pencil, and the pencil, the lead in the pencil never changes, but the amount on how dull or how sharp it is, it becomes the different tapers. The sharper the pencil, the longer the taper that you will have, if that makes sense. Going into these much more delicate lines here. I call it the flight of the bumblebee, because these lines are very delicate. And remember, guys, we're doing a tattoo. If somebody wanted a perfect painting, they should go and buy a painting. But I do tattoos, real tattoos from real people, and we just make them nice and neat, as clean as possible, you know. Make sure we do our best, clean up anything that may need to be cleaned. I see a few things here now that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go back in and clean those up. She was in a bit of pain. The foot, like I said, is not a joke. So, you know, consider the client as well, and what would be better. Sometimes it's not better to go back and fix the line, because you can possibly make it worse and have to go over the entire piece just to create that same balance. But me, I've been tattooing quite a while, so I'm able to go in, correct those mistakes to bring the unity, to make it an overall clean, well saturated. And what I'm going in here now with, I brought it down to about a 3-round liner. Turn my machine down to about a 5.3, 5.0. I'm about to go in and do a little light pepper shading with this liner inside the middle part of this paper plane, just to bring some more depth and dimension to this piece, so it don't be overall just too flat, you know. I want to do just a little bit of shading. You don't need to do too much to overdo it. This is still a simple tattoo, a minimalist tattoo piece, and we just want to still have it, you know, it look cool though, without making it too heavy or too strong or even too masculine, even with too much shading on this tattoo. So I'm just slowly brushing it back and forth. As you can see here, I'm going to zoom in on it. You see those, as they pepper it in there, just little dots. And that has to do with my hand speed along with the machine speed as well. The combination of those brings it into this light, and you can build it up more and more until it even becomes solid black.